This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, I'm sharing the screen. Okay, so uh, thank you everyone for joining with Isha, and I'm Manasa trainer. So yesterday I forgot to give a brief introduction about myself. Did I give my introduction yesterday? No, right? So I'm
No, no.
Manasa with 13 years of experience in IT industry. I am currently a project manager with one of the IT company, and I have experience in multiple test automation tools like mobile, UFT, Selenium, Python, Tosca. But the most recent experience is in Tosca, and I also have an exposure to leading a team, and also I'm a test manager. I am contributing myself in my project, so I'm still in touch with Tosca, and I hope I will help you with this with your learning journey throughout your Tosca. Okay. That's a quick and brief introduction about myself, and let us start today's session. So, yesterday, most of you or some of you might not be understanding what is AS1 and how many certifications are there in Tosca. So, first today, on that note, I want to take you through this certification concept. Okay, so what are the basic certifications? So, if you complete what you can achieve, all those things I'll show you and I'll guide you. Like it will be just quick 5-minute tour, so you can just watch out. If you are interested more than apart from AS1 and AS2, you can understand what level you can learn at. Okay, so yes, so this is a roadmap of
Manasa,
Tosca.
sorry to disturb you. Your voice is not clear, Manasa.
Is it? Why is that? I'm using the same.
No, I can hear you clearly.
Yeah, even I can hear you clearly, Manasa.
It's very clear, Manasa.
It's good for me too.
It's very
Okay,
clear
then
for me also.
Yeah.
yeah, maybe you have to check your connection from your end.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So moving on to this Tosca certifications. So Tosca is an automation tool, and this tool is developed by the company called Tricentis, and Tricentis has given us few of the certifications. So the basic certifications, as we have already understood, that AS1 and AS2, and then we can move on to either like a test architect or a test integration developer or totally into API. So you can choose your path according to your, according to your understanding or according to your how you want to move over in Tosca. If at all you are interested in an architect level, so I'm just helping you out with that. So generally, AS1 takes if you only go through this 3 days concept. If you can understand, it would be good, but a little more knowledge should be there for AS1. So what Tricentis has given is for 3 days, only for the course completion, whatever they have given in their site. So it takes 3 days, and automation specialist 2 takes only 1 day, and then moving on to the engineering level, like architect level. So if you have to complete architect, you have to complete this roadmap. Like you have to complete AS1 certification, AS2 certification, AE1, which is called as Automation Engineering 1, Test Data Specialist 1, Test Data Specialist 2, and then Test Architect. Only if you complete all these, only then you can complete this Test Architect certification. And moving on to the second one, it's totally an integration developer side. So if you want to have like, if you want to work mostly on the Jenkins and Tosca integration part, so this route map will be helpful. So for everything, if you see, AS1 and AS2 are the basic concepts. Okay. So, and AE1, AE2, and then comes with the Tosca integration developer. So this is the other roadmap, and the third one is for API. If you want to have a API certification, then with apart from AS1 and AS2, API is enough. Okay. So this is the roadmap that we have. So I'll guide. I mean, we can see what all the topics are covered in this. Okay. So in AS1, totally like HTML recognition, design, how to design an automate test case, and what are the different features and how we can know the final execution, different reports, everything can be done in understandable in AS1. So this is a again in the academy, if you have to complete this AS1 certification, so this is what we are covering, and even they covered in their course. And AS2 is for totally for test case templates, API, and web service automation. So it's API is like a little introduction, and web service automation is also regarding this AS2. Okay, for this, if you have to complete AS2, you have to have the prerequisite of AS1. Okay, so only once you complete AS1, then only you can move on to AS2. And then coming to the next one, it is automation engineer level 1. For this, the prerequisite is AS2 certification. So here you have a still more information and more knowledge. It's like a going deeper into this Tosca automation. Like there are different 8-pack modules. There are custom controls you can do, like Excel steering, PDF testing. All those things will come under A1. And TDS1, it's like totally like how you design your test case. Okay, so how to do a risk-based testing, weight of requirements, how can you calculate your weight of requirements, how to do a test sheet structure. It's all how you design your test cases. So this all comes for TDS1, and AS2 is a prerequisite for this. And the TDS2 again, it's all about server, Tosca server, and test data server management. So how you can use the inbuilt test data structure that is present in Tosca. So those all comes under TDS2. For this, the prerequisite is TDS1, and the cost is $260 dollars. Okay, and coming to a test architect, so for test architect, you have to mandatorily complete AS1, AS2, TDS1, TDS2, AE1 entry exam. Only then you can go take this test architect, and you should have minimum 6 months real world experience. Here you will have an interview kind of thing also. Interview kind of thing with the Tricentis team. Only if you can crack that interview, then only you will be like an architect. Yeah, and yes, Q test is one more thing where you can understand it all. It's all and requirements, releases, test runs. How it's similarly like an ALM tool. Like Q test is developed by Tricentis. Okay. Yes, that is pretty much about how you can have your certifications in Tosca. Any questions or any doubts here?
Yes, ma'am. I have one question, please.
Yes, please.
For a testing level, what's the level we need to do this for automation
So
testing? Do you have? Yes.
you're asking about Tosca, right?
Yes, Tosca.
Yeah, yeah. So AS1 and AS2 are the two certifications are mandatory for any kind of certifications if you want to go ahead.
For testing level, this is enough for this real market nowadays.
Yeah. Anywhere if you attend the interview also, it's
Mm.
AS1 and AS2 is the basic thing they'll ask you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. No. Okay. So let's move on. I hope no other questions from anyone, right?
Manasa, Shivraj here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Sure. Yes, yes. Please tell me.
Yeah, yeah. Good evening. So
Good.
this particular course, this particular course covers AS1 and AS2 certifications, right?
Yes, AS1 and AS2.
Okay, okay. And the entire cost is included within the course.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. Got it. Thank you.
And the certifications are free of cost. AS1 and AS2 are free of cost.
Okay. And at the end of the course, this training material and all will be provided by you, right?
Yeah, like daily notes, I'll be providing like what all the concepts we have learned. Suppose if you have learned about buffer or something, there is some, what I can say, syntax that you have to understand. So all those basic thing notes, a notepad will be provided, notes will be
Mm-hmm.
provided, and apart from that, you have daily assignments, and also you will be having AS1 and AS2 sample question paper with me. So we'll
Mm-hmm.
discuss it in the class simultaneously. I'll also provide those things. It will be helpful for your AS1 and AS2 certification exam. When you attend AS1 and AS2, whatever we discuss in the class, most of the time, like I can say like 60 to 70%, you might face such questions, so that you don't have anything new coming up in your exam. Okay, you will
Mm-hmm.
have a like hand to hand holding hand till you complete AS1 and AS2. That's my promise
Mm-hmm.
from my end. Yeah.
Okay, great. So once the like the duration was mentioned in the previous slide, like for AS1 it takes 3 days, and then AS2 takes 2 to 3 days.
Yeah, that's
So
to complete
yeah.
in your Tricentis portal, like academy portal. There's an academy portal that you have to do. So there
Mm-hmm.
you have to enroll yourself, and that we'll be
Mm-hmm.
doing in the third or fourth class. We'll understand how to enroll
Mm-hmm.
for it and how to start your AS1 and all. So don't worry,
Mm-hmm.
everything I'll help you out. You will for sure get AS1 and AS2 certifications.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. And the installation and all will be done tomorrow in tomorrow's class, is it?
Yeah, we'll do it. I mean, how much ever we cover by day on day basis, based on that, we'll cover it.
Okay. Thank you, Mansa.
Hi
Yeah,
Manish.
sure. Yes, please
Hi
go ahead.
Manisha, this is Priyanka. This is
Yeah,
Priyanka.
Priyanka.
So I'm
Yeah.
I'm currently doing Tosca using trial period license. I joined on 8th of November. So I should continue with that or and then use the license that you'll be providing, or I should use only the license that you
It's
will be
not like
providing.
only the one which I will guide you how you can get license. Okay. So it's up to your wish how you want to do. Okay. So if you want to continue, you
But
can
that
continue with that.
that Tricentis that you trial period license that will expire after 14 days, I think.
Yeah, don't worry. You can do it with whatever I explain in the class. Okay. You can continue with that.
But that will expire after 14 days. So after that, uh, I'll practice using yours or what?
Yeah, Priyanka, it's okay. That is what I'm telling you, right? However, you are convenient, you can take it up. It's not. I'll guide you how to install, how to get a license, everything. I'll help you out. You can refer that video whenever after 14 days, if you want to use that, you can refer that video which I explain, so that you can get your license by yourself.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Any other questions I have to address?
Yeah, Manasa, will we get the license for the second time to the same email ID?
No, you'll not get it.
Because once I have registered, I got the license and it got expired also. So do I need to use
Okay,
another
it
email
was,
ID in
yeah,
tomorrow's?
it was how many days back? It was how many days back?
1 month ago.
Okay, maybe second time you can get it, but after two chances, I don't think Tricentis will allow you to get your license.
Okay, that time I can use another email ID. Right?
Yeah, I'll guide you with that. Don't worry about it.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Any other questions or okay? Then let's move on to this today's topic. Yeah. If you see Tosca, so this is a Tricentis Tosca life cycle. Okay, so what all things you can do in Tosca? So starting from the requirements, designing the test cases, creating the modules, build the test cases, run it in an execution list, and generate the reports. The total end-to-end flow, you can do it in Tosca. So in suppose in your test case, you have a requirement where you have to connect to your database, fetch some rows from the database. With that help of that, you have to validate something on your UI, you can do that. Or you first 2 pages you have to do an API testing and then move on to a UI testing, you can do it with Tosca. Okay. So if you see, each and every section has a unique color. So requirements has an yellow color, test design cases has a red color, and module section have orange color, and blue color is for test cases, execution list is for green, and generating the reports is a gray color. Okay, so this is the same way you can see your Tosca tool also. Even in your Tosca tool, if you see it's a red color, you have to get it noted that it is a for test case design. So if you want to design your test cases, this is the place where you go. Okay, so these are the different sections that yesterday I have showed you, right? So how is the tool and how all those things. Okay. So now we will see how exactly it will work. Okay. So what you do here. So all through my training, we'll be going through one thing called one website called Demo Web Shop. Okay. So this is the web shop where, this is a demo web shop developed by Tricentis. So they have taken the responsibility. So whoever wants to learn Tosca and whoever is willing to learn Tosca, right? So they can have this sample application by Tricentis. They can use this application to do an end-to-end flow. So most of the times, anywhere and everywhere, wherever you go, so they suggest you to practice on demo web shop. So once you get a grip on demo web shop, you can go ahead and do any project that you want. Okay. So that is how Tricentis will help you out with this, and even we are doing on the same demo web shop. Okay. So one prerequisite for everyone, I would suggest or I would request is, I will ping you this URL. Please go ahead and just click on register and register yourself for this demo web shop. Okay. So this is called a system under test. Okay. So this is the application we'll be using throughout our Tricentis AS1 and AS2 certification. Okay. So training. Okay. So this is the only thing that we will be doing. Apart from this, we also do other UIs also, but the major concentration will be on this demo web shop. So I would request everyone to just register uh, so that we can complete one step today and we can go ahead on the second step tomorrow. If you have already registered, it is very well good. But if you did not register, I would request everyone to go ahead and just register in this demo web shop. Why I'm giving time in the class? Because if I say you to do it after the class, no one is responding. So I want everyone to register in the demo web shop. I'll give you 5 minutes. Please let me know if who all are completed in the chat. I hope some at least can do this in months. Okay. Okay. So let me drop a note in WhatsApp. Maybe there you can respond. Is anyone? Yes. Thank you, Naveen. Thank you for registering.
Hi, Mansa ma'am.
Yeah, please, Bikram, tell me.
Um, uh, it's asking for an email, so that should be a business email or a
No,
like a
it
normal
can be a dummy email. It can be dummy
dummy
email.
email.
So whatever
Okay, okay,
details you give here, it might be dummy things. Okay.
okay.
Just I would request everyone to just remember whatever email ID that you are giving here, because in future we'll be using that email ID and password to log in. So I would request everyone to make a note of it.
Okay,
But
sure.
yeah, when you click on register, you have to give gender, first name, last name, email. Anything can be I mean, all the things can be dummy. Just to register and have an account to do our automation. So there are few prerequisite. So we'll do one the other prerequisite day by day. Okay. For today, we'll just register for this, and after the class, I would request just to go through different flows in this demo web shop. Okay. So maybe you log in here and do a normal this go to, like you go to the books link and just add cart and just I'm just asking you to do a visual testing so that you can go ahead and do shopping cart. So how this is working and what all should be mandatory so that you can get a good knowledge when you are doing a automation testing, right? You should have a knowledge about it. So that is the reason I would request you to go through all the at least two of the functionalities so that we can work on them. Okay. So that is today's task that would I would request everyone to do it. I hope most of them are registered, or do you still some time? You still need some time over here.
Hello, Mansa. Can you please repeat what is today's assignment?
Yeah, I would request just to go through this demo web shop, at least two functionalities like books and computers. How, I mean, it's just like when you click on books and you change this, what happens, you change this, what happens, you change this, what happens, and click on add cart and see how is it is getting added and shopping cart. So I would request everyone to know about the functionalities in the demo web shop, at least like books, computers, and electronics, so that in future when we start our test automation, it would be easy for you to understand the flows, whichever I will be explaining.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah, it's a very simple task. I'm not giving a big one. Okay. So thank you so much for
Okay.
registering with this, and I'll move on to this. So now our system under test is ready. What is system under test now? What we are using is a demo web shop URL. Okay. So that is the application that we'll be working. So what we will do is it works like an extract interface model. So what exactly is extract interface model is we are trying to extract all the components on this web application what are present. Suppose if you see this is a login page, okay? So when I click on login, so this is the login page. So if you see, I have an email, password, and login. So only if I click on enter email ID and password and login, only then it will log in, right? So if I have to develop a login test case, what are the things that I have to have in my hand? So email and the password text box I should have, and also a login button. So to do that, what we will do is we'll start scanning this page and get all the technical information of this email text box and password text box and login. So then what we do, we store all this technical information in the module section. So once we store it in the module section, what we do is we can use it in our test case, creation of test cases. How do we do? We just drag and drop onto your test case and then feed the data. So in the text box, so I have took the test, grab this technical information of email text box. So what I have to do, I have to simply input some data into it. Okay, so that is what I give in my test case. And also in the password section, password text box, I have to write some password and then I just have to click on this login link. So all this data, passing data and clicking on these buttons, I will do with the help of the modules dragged and dropped onto my test case. Okay. So that is how I store all the information in the module with the help of this automation model. Okay, so this is how this is called as module. Okay, with the help of module we start creating our test cases, and system under test is nothing but the application that we are using. Okay, so this is my application. So I have suppose I have an application where there is a make, engine performance, year construction. So all these fields are there in the application, and I have to give something, pass some input into this and click on next. Okay. So if you write some script, either in VB script or Python or Java or anything, so this is how you write your script to pass the data. Okay. But whereas in our Tricentis Tosca, so in our Tosca, how we do, I told you, right? We create that particular technical information into the module. So this is how our module looks. So now if you see, the module name is vehicle data. In this vehicle data, we have all this information like make, engine performance, year of construction, number of seats, fuel, everything. If you see, there is a difference between each and every every label. Okay, so if you see make, there is an A and a symbol like a horizontal symbol. So this represents a text box. And if you see number of seats, it's a drop down. So you can see how it is identified here in the drop down. So this is how a drop down is looked in our module. And if you see next, and it says okay in the sense it is a button. So this is how technical information is stored in our module. So now you can see how we map the data to it. So when I drag and drop this onto my test case, this is how my test case looks, and this is how my test step looks. Okay. So you see make is a text box. So here I have to give an input. So what is the input? Audi is my input. And what will be the action mode? What action should Tosca has to perform? So that is input. So this is how you give inputs to in your test case with the help of the model or module that you have created. Understood? Any questions? You will understand when you do it in practical, but for now just try to get the terminologies what I'm talking about. Are we totally into the match, or are we little into the class? How is it?
We are
We are
listening.
mostly into the session, this, Manasa.
Yes, yes, thank you. If you are totally silent, I feel that you are more into that. Okay.
No, 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 no.
Yes.
Yeah, we are listening to you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll wind it up. Don't worry. Even I am eager to see the match. We'll wind it up early. Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
so this is how a module is created, and based on the module, we start creating our test case. Okay. And yesterday I've told it's a model-based test approach. So why is it called model-based test approach? Because we have everything starting from requirements to reports. Okay. So as we can do everything in a one single go, it is called as model-based test approach. And all parts together, like starting from requirements to the reports, are called as a model, and which can be used for testing in any form. Okay, if you want to create a report, you can create. If you want to see the requirements, you can see the requirements. So everything is there in one go. So that is the reason we call this as a model based test automation. Okay. Okay, coming back to this. So this is how a model-based test automation, so it can support HTML, it can support Java, it can support .NET, SAP applications, Salesforce applications, ServiceNow applications, database, AppLac, Microsoft, anything. It can support any kind of for any kind of application. Either it might be SAP, it might be Salesforce, anything. The basic thing what you do is you grab the technical information into your module. So if you remember, that is the reason yesterday I told you this is the heart of creation of a test case. Module section is the heart. Okay, so that is the reason you have to know the basics. The basic size AS1 and AS2. If you know how to grab the technical information, what are the different methods that you use for that, with the help of that you can go ahead and start doing any of your applications. Okay. And coming to this, there is like more than 120 technology specific adapters are there. So it can support HTML with called X browser. It can support mobile with the mobile scan. It can do .NET. It can do Java, SAP, like Word, Excel, PDF, databases, all these like 120 technologies Tricentis helps us to support. So any kind of technology, if you want to develop, if you want to automate, you can automate with the help of Tosca. But only thing is basics, as I reiterate, this AS1 and AS2 is important. Apart from that, even if you want to do a SAP, you have a SAP scan. If you want to do a Salesforce, there's a Salesforce scan. So for everything, the same implies. Okay, the module is created, and then you create a test case. Okay, understood?
Yeah.
And
Yes, ma'am.
yes, we will see a little more about, I'll open the Tosca and we'll see few docking methods today. And coming to the framework, before the Tosca tool open, we'll discuss a little about framework. So what is framework generally? Can anyone explain what is framework? If anyone has any idea about framework?
Basically, like a framework is something which we use in our test, like in our automation test framework. So suppose in Selenium we can like create our own framework based on page object model, and other than that, in Playwright and Cypress they already have their own framework that gets like set up once you install this. Where
Yeah,
and
good.
basically it's something where we differentiate the test cases, the step definitions, and the test data and all those things, and the reports as well.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much for answering. So I'll try to explain in a very lame way, okay, so that everyone can understand. Even if yesterday someone was not from testing background, so let us make them understand what is framework. So framework is nothing but a structure or a structure that every project will use, so that based on that structure they are trying to automate their particular uh, application. Okay, so it might be a folder structure or how they are maintaining their test cases, what way. There are different frameworks. Okay, test data driven and keyword driven. So based on each and every framework, how your project decides to create that framework. So it's nothing but, I like what I can say, it's like a blue page. What you do before you create a project, you create a blue page where you have like high level documents and all. So that is kind of a framework that you do. Okay, so every team has a different approach of it. I might be willing to do a keyword driven framework, or someone might be doing a data driven framework. Okay, so coming to the Tosca, you don't need to worry about any framework design. Everything is designed in Tosca. Only thing is you have to use whatever is designed. Okay, so generally what framework, default framework we use is T-Box framework. So T-Box framework is the latest framework that Tosca is using. We will understand this framework in detail when we start our course, but for now, just understand that it is a T-Box framework that we are using. It's nothing but everything is ready. Be classes, methods, modules, whatever you say in Java, you say you write methods, you write some functions, you write so many things, right? Here, there's nothing you have to write. Everything is ready. Only thing present is makes you to do, I mean, wants you to do is you have to follow the best practices that Tosca and Tricentis has told us. Okay, I'll be explaining what are the best practices in a day, like whenever we are running through it. I'll tell you, okay, this is the best practice that you have to do. So for each and every section, how to develop a test case, how to create a test case, and what are the best practices that Tricentis has told you. So all those things, I'll be helping you out with them. Okay. And now, as a latest technology, they are using T-Box framework, but in previously it was classic T-Box classic framework. So classic was like little slow and little difficulties in getting the components to our automation model. So that is the reason they have slowly shifted to T-Box framework. Okay, let me open anything now. Yes, coming to this, so we'll be using whenever we are accessing this Tosca, right? We'll be using for like couple of days, like 10 days, we'll be using only this single repository, single user framework. Sorry, it's not framework, a single user, this thing we'll be using. Other than that, you also have, I'll show you. Let me complete this here. Oh, allow me some time. Okay. So there are different repositories you are using. So for now, we are using only single user workspace. You have SQLite, Oracle, MS SQL, DB2. I'll explain everything in detail in the future. This thing here, this will be helping you with the path where you are creating this workspace, and you can name your workspace. And yes, so once we go into this workspace, this is a workspace that I've already created. Here you see there will be different tabs that you have to. So first best practice that you have to make understand is you should not open everything. Okay, whatever is needed. So if you're working only on test cases, right, you just open the test cases. Rest all should be closed. Okay, so that is the first best practice that you have to start implementing when you are opening your Tosca. Okay, so whenever you open Tosca, default everything will be there, but we suggest, Tricentis suggests you to only open whichever you're working on. Okay, and that is the first best practice. So coming to the next best practice. Okay. Yes. Okay. So so now I have closed everything. Now I have to go back to the module. So I want to see the module. So you might be in a situation where I can go. So just click on home button. Here, when you click on project, right, you can see your total project. So now I want a module section. I just go dock it over here. Where is this? I'm unable to open it. I'm unable to dock it. Okay. Yeah. So you can dock it over anywhere. So if you see on the screen, right? So you get 3 dock tabs. So you are able to see the dock tab, right? Is it getting highlighted? You are able to see this tab?
Yes.
Yes, we can see that.
Yeah, you can dock it over anywhere. Some issue with this model. Okay. So here also you can go ahead and create. So this is called as a static tab and this is called as dynamic tab. So whenever you see, right, each and every tab has its own information. So when I click on home, right, so this is all information about the major things, like you can see your project, you can see a scratch book. So if you want to jump to any object, you can jump it here, and if you want to see my area, you can see whatever is there in my area. Okay. And this section is for, see, if you want to see module section here also, you can just click on modules. These modules will be open. So, and now if I have to dock it over here, right? So I can dock it over here. Yes. Okay. So, see, I told you, right? I want to. So, what you do first, you create a module and then you create a test case, right? So, what you have to do is you have to drag and drop your module onto your test case. So, I have this module ready and I just simply, this is my module. If you see, I have email address, login, forgot password, and create new account. So, I just drag and drop it over here. If you see, I can get all those information over here. See all this email, everything. I can give whatever input I want. Okay. So this will be helpful. So when you dock your module side by side, it will be helpful for you to understand how you can drag and drop, and it will be easy for you as a first timer when you are using your Tosca tool. It will be easy for you. Okay. So that is about docking, and this is about this different tabs that we have. Understood how you can dock it? So suppose now I want to see my requirements also here. I get this. I can just dock it over here. You have to drag and drop. It will be easy for with the mouse. I'm not using a mouse. Okay, so now you can see requirements, test cases, and models. Okay. So first best practice is you have to open only whatever is needed. Rest, other than that, you should, it's not recommended to open all those tabs which are not required. Okay. And then, okay, so that's it. And then you have an option called import subset and export subset. So what is generally a subset is? Subset is nothing but the project that you are actually working on. Okay. So suppose I'm working on this project called Tosca. So as I'm using a single workspace, I want to share whatever I am doing, like whatever test cases I am doing, I want to share it with one of my teammate. Okay. So at that point of time, what you can do is you can export your subset by going into the project. You can export the subset, and it will be in the file called .tsu. You can save it anywhere, and you can give one name. So if I give Tosca and click on save, it will be saved on your desktop. And suppose you want to import that particular, so this, suppose you think this is another user that wants to import that subset. So he wants to access all the test cases that I have already developed. So what he can do is he can simply go click on import subset, and if you see on the desktop, I have tosca.tsu file. So this is a TSU file that I have exported. I just simply click on it and click on open. So automatically it will ask, so 208 mergeable objects are there. If you want to merge it, you can merge it, or else I can simply click on import. Okay. So I'll just cancel this for now because I don't want to merge it. So this is all about import and export. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So yes. So tomorrow, in tomorrow's session, we will start with how to scan and what are the different identification properties that we have. All those things we can start. For today, that's it I have for today. So we have already registered a demo web shop, right? That's already done. And one more thing you have to do in demo web shop is, where is my demo web shop? Yeah. Can you do along with me so that you can complete it? I don't want to get it postponed. Okay. So just click on this demo web shop and go to your this thing, this your account, and here on the address section. So please fill in this address. Please fill in this address like email test. Email can be anything. Email the one which you are giving, and the phone number is anything. Anything you can just add on your address. So just click on this add address and click on add new, and then just give the email ID whatever you have given, and give some data here like whatever is in red color, right? You have to give it like mandatorily, and you have to save it. Can you do that, please? Just two more tasks. This completion of this new address and just giving that account details, card details, we can finish our today's session. I hope everyone is doing it.
Yes, we are doing this.
Yeah. If you have any doubts, please let me know. Is it done or are we still doing it?
Yeah, it's done, ma'am.
Okay. So once this is done, right, just go back to your demo web shop and click on books link, add something in your shopping cart, and then click on I agree and just check out. As you have already given the billing address, right, it will be populated. It should be populated here, and just click on continue and just continue and continue. In this payment method, just click on credit card, click on continue. And please fill in these details like select Visa card is Visa and card holder name, anything you can, whatever you want. Card number is 16-digit card number and some card code. Just give this information and click on continue. So it will be saved to your profile. I want these two things to be completed today so that we can start our
Some dummy data we
toast.
can give, right?
Yeah, any dummy data you can give. This card number should be 16 digit and card code, you know, right? It should be 3 or 4. It's 3. 4. It's accepting 4. Any dummy data, just fill out these two things for today, and tomorrow's session we can start. There are few prerequisites that you have to complete before installation and before starting your Tosca. So I would request everyone to complete this address section and also this card detail section. Both of them, if we are done for today's session. From
It's not
tomorrow,
taking the dummy like the like dummy card number.
is it?
Yeah,
Yes.
It should
it's
take,
16 digit, right?
it's 16 digit.
For shopping cart, just we need to click on the shopping cart, right? Uh, in order to view the
Yeah, you
information.
have to add something in your shopping cart. Only then you can go to the shopping cart, right?
Okay, okay. And can you please tell how to do that?
Yeah, just click on books link
Mm-hmm.
and just add something to like just click on add to cart button,
Okay, okay. Got it.
and then this shopping cart will be updated.
Okay, any item and
Okay.
add to a cart, and then yes, the next information will be displayed. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Just a moment, and I will have to share you that.
card number is not taken. What happened? 16 digit.
It's not accepting card number. Let me give you one card number. I'm just checking out my data.
That's supposed to be real, right? The card number.
No, I have just dummy data. Just give me 2 minutes. I'm just trying to figure out. Yes, I have this card number. I just pinged you on this chat. You can use that card number. Let me give you all the details. Yeah. Please use this details only for demo web shop. Don't use it for anything else. You got the dummy data, right?
Yes, yes, the
Yeah.
card number was enough, and the other data, any data I have given, it's taking on this data.
Yeah. Okay. Just to make sure, you can use this data if anyone is stuck anywhere.
Till can do, right?
Yeah, it's done till here. It's done. Any confusion?
Uh, yeah, added the card details. Yeah, added the card details, and confirm button is enabled now.
Yeah. You just complete the transaction. No problem. Nothing will be charged
Okay.
by your credit card.
No, my card is still not taken.
Is it? It should
Yeah,
work, man.
it's not any space middle of that.
Just copy paste the same thing, whatever I have given here.
4C9610.
Yes, Manasa, I have completed the order, I would say, and it says now the order has
Okay.
been successfully processed. Yeah.
Yes. Done. Okay.
Special date. Oh,
No,
okay.
thank you.
That should
Everyone
be.
should be on the screen once you add your card details. So
I'm still stuck on the card detail.
just
Yeah, I did, but I don't know why it's not taken. It's saying the wrong card number.
you just copy paste the same thing because maybe
Yeah,
it needs that spacing, I guess.
I use the space and both. I mean, we have to try later on that.
Yeah, I use without space.
Oh,
That's good. I think you should try without putting the
okay.
space.
Expiration, I think I missed. It's a 424. Is it 424? Okay.
It's done, right? Okay, then we are good to go. So we have completed one prerequisite and we have one more prerequisite. Tomorrow we'll see the prerequisite and then we try to download the tool and get the license and all the basic things we will do. And then we can start our uh, sessions. So I would request everyone to be on the system and do whatever I'm explaining simultaneously. Okay. If you don't
Yeah.
do it in the class, you'll forget it. So I will ask
Yes.
in between, I'll be asking few of you to share your screen and show you. Okay. And first mandatory thing is everyone, at least by Monday, you have to have your Tosca on your machine and everything should be ready. So from Monday, if we are starting our sessions like full-fledged sessions, right? So everyone should have Tosca installed. Everything should be there, whatever the prerequisite I have told. And then from Monday, whatever I teach, every day I want the assignments to be completed and submitted. Only then
Sure,
you
Mansa.
can
Yeah.
get it. Otherwise, it's of no use you paying amount and I spending so much of time.
Yeah.
Okay, all right then. Thank you so much for cooperation and completing the prerequisite steps, first prerequisite steps for today. And tomorrow we'll see few more prerequisite steps, and
Sure.
then
Thank
we
you.
can yeah, go ahead
Yeah.
with the sessions. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for joining today's session. Have a nice day. And yes, India will win the match.
India has won it already.
Thank you.
Oh, it's
India
fun.
has won it by
Oh,
70 runs. Before the session
oh, then
ended, the match ended there.
good. Okay,
Yeah.
then.
Okay.
Congratulations,
Thank
everyone. We are into finals.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, yes.
one quick update.
Let's
India
wish.
has won the
Yeah.
match, Manasa.
Yes, yes, that's what I
Yes,
told.
yes,
Yeah, and let's keep our fingers crossed, and we will lift the World Cup
Yes.
on Sunday. Yeah.
yes, yes. We will surely lift it. Okay,
Today,
then. Thank you so much.
thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Bye.
Yeah, bye bye.
Thank you, Mansha.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.